Their argument is that if you commit an impeachable offense in your last few weeks in office, you do it with constitutional impunity. You get away with it.
My name is Bruce Castor. I am the lead prosecutor, counsel for the 45th President of the United States. I keep saying prosecutor, but I do understand the difference, Mr. Raskin.
Conduct that would be a high crime and misdemeanor in your first year as president, and your second year as president, and your third year as president, and for the vast majority of your fourth year as president, you can suddenly do in your last few weeks in office without facing any constitutional accountability at all.
After he's out of office, you go and arrest him. So there is no opportunity where the President of the United States can run rampant in January, at the end of his term, and just go away scot-free. The Department of Justice does know what to do with such people.
This would create a brand new January exception to the Constitution.
I'll be quite frank with you. We changed what we were going to do on account that we thought that the House manager's presentation was well done.
Oh, two very different presentations yesterday in the impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump. Good morning and welcome to Morning Joe. It is Wednesday, February 10th. Along with Joe, Willie, and me, we have NBC News and MSNBC national affairs analyst, host, and executive producer of Showtime's The Circus, and host of Hell and High Water podcast from The Recount, John Heilemann. Member of the New York Times editorial board, Mara Gay. Co-founder and CEO of Axios, Jim VandeHei. And former U.S. attorney, now an NBC News law enforcement analyst, Chuck Rosenberg joins us.
So, Willie, we're going to let a lot of the words of the attorneys yesterday and a lot of the video that was presented to the senators, the so-called impartial witnesses, speak for itself. But before we do, I'm curious what your takeaway was of day one.
Well, you saw an attorney in Bruce Castor representing former President Trump who was staggered like the rest of us by the presentation of the House managers with that video, parts of which we're going to show here in just a minute. A 13-minute video put together documentary style that showed minute by minute what was happening on January 6th and what the president was doing while it was happening. It stopped everyone in their tracks. There was silence in the chamber. And as you saw, the former president's defense team was completely flat-footed, completely hit with a haymaker, and just trying to get to the bell at the end of the round. Didn't know what to say in response to it.
Yeah, so today, House impeachment managers will begin laying out their case for why former President Donald Trump is responsible for inciting the deadly January 6th Capitol riot. It comes after 6 Republicans joined all 50 Democrats in voting that the trial should proceed. Here's how the impeachment managers, off the bat, dismantled the claim from Trump's attorneys and supporters that the trial is unconstitutional.
Their argument is that if you commit an impeachable offense in your last few weeks in office, you do it with constitutional impunity. You get away with it. In other words, conduct that would be a high crime and misdemeanor in your first year as president, and your second year as president, and your third year as president, and for the vast majority of your fourth year as president, you can suddenly do in your last few weeks in office without facing any constitutional accountability at all. This would create a brand new January exception to the Constitution.
He was impeached for inciting a violent insurrection, an insurrection where people died in this building, an insurrection that desecrated our seat of government. Presidents can't inflame insurrection in their final weeks and then walk away like nothing happened. And yet that is the rule that President Trump asks you to adopt.
Jamie Raskin and Joe Neguse, a pair of congressmen making the presentation there. But
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.